Hello and welcome to RoboMonk Art and Tarot. I am RoboMonk. Today we are exploring how spirit will bring justice into your life. This is a collective reading, so the whole message is meant for you. So I invite you to stay to the end of the reading so you get the whole message. And if you haven't had a chance, look down in the description for information about personal readings. I am doing them at this moment. All right, thank you so much for being here, and let's get to the reading. Hello everyone, and thank you so much for being here with me today. Today we are exploring how spirit is going to bring justice into your life. As you can see, we have several cards here in front of us, but they do form a specific shape. Let's see if you can guess what it is. You will see the scales of justice here, right? And we are going to start at the base of the scales and then work from left to right to get our final outcome. So let's get started. The first image that I see is one of a wheel where all of the spokes go to the center, and the spoke is the wire or piece of wood that keeps the circle firm and in a circular form. So the spoke is very important to the wheel as it travels around, and all of these spokes are going towards the center, and in the center is an eye with a tear in it. What this tells me is there was an injustice done to you, and it has been at the center of your life recently or for a while. But it seems like this is something you can't really get your mind off of. Your world revolves around it, and it is causing you a lot of discomfort, a lot of pain. The second image on the base of the scales is a strawberry. This was interesting to me because I didn't know that much about the spiritual nature of strawberries, but there's a lot that goes into it. When we usually think of a strawberry, we might think of love, romance, sensual nature, and this could very well be part of this injustice, where this was a romantic injustice, where someone did something to you that you did not deserve, right? In a romantic way. But this also can be with the seeds on the outside of the strawberry. Willingness to grow from this injustice. Willingness to be something else and enjoy the good that is still left in this life. Both very different meanings, but both profound. So that is the base of the scales of our justice here. So let's start on the left card and see what happens next. In my mind and throughout my body, I'm getting a sense of turmoil, chaos, weather, rain whipping at my face, wind churling, water racing around. I'm in a boat, okay? And this would be either you or the person that did the injustice to you. This I cannot tell. You'll have to fill in the blank for me there. But there is lightning in the background, and you're trying to adjust something on your boat throughout this storm, and it's not working. You're trying to adjust course. You're trying to do everything you possibly can, or they are, right? And it's not working. Finally, out of frustration and anger, this person pulls down on the mast and it snaps. Now this person is lost. They have no means of going anywhere. They cannot get out of the storm. They are trapped. I feel like this is what happened. There may have been something that was said that can't get taken back. There may have been something done that cannot be forgotten. And this really has become the center of your world and your pain. And this has trapped you in this cycle where no justice can be done because you cannot move past this storm. We see little faces of anger and frustration off to the side there, just to denote the emotion that is happening in this image. The next image above this storm is interesting as well. I see two people trying to launder something, trying to clean clothes as quickly as they possibly can. Now, here in America, if you have dirty laundry, that means you have a secret. So it feels like there were secrets going on as well with this injustice. People weren't telling you the truth with this injustice, and they were trying to make it go away and not get caught as quickly as possible. They were trying to get away with it, whatever that was. And it didn't happen. You actually caught them in their act, in their lie, in their deceit, in their action, in their words. Something happened where they did not get away with this injustice. So with all of this left-hand side, it's very heavy, very dark, and you can really feel the anguish, the pain that you have been going through. This could be now, this could be in the past, but I'm really sensing something that still hasn't been healed from this. And this next card is where Spirit breaks through that darkness, cuts through that pain, washes away that injustice. How? How does this happen? Spirit allows you to get out of the storm and the trap. Spirit grants you enough peace that you can see the light cutting through the darkness, and you can see a world and a goal and a life outside of this turmoil. This middle card here, you see the blackness, the darkness opening up, and you can now see through that darkness to a world that you actually want to live in, a world past this injustice, a world that welcomes you. You feel love, you feel goodness, you feel peace. Spirit is offering this to you and a way to get there. On this next card to the right, I see a paper airplane. A paper airplane is a piece of paper that's folded up into a certain way that it resembles something that can fly. You can actually toss it and it will soar across the room. And many students do this for fun. Why is it here? Well, it's what's actually inside the paper airplane that counts. So, Spirit is giving you two different options, and you could take both. One, you need an emotional victory from this. And two, you might need a legal victory from this. So for the emotional victory, Write down everything that has bothered you in this entire journey through this injustice. Everything, just fill it up. It could be multiple pages, it doesn't matter. Then, if it's 1 page or 20 pages or however, you can fold this up into a paper airplane, throw it off a cliff. You could also burn it, you could bury it, you could do anything you want to get those emotions out from inside of your psyche, out from inside of your soul, on to this 3D earth plane, because that's where all of these emotions exist. You need to get them out of your soul that's carrying this heavy, heavy burden and onto this 3D earth plane where it belongs. It does not belong on your soul. It belongs here in this 3D earth plane. And when you do that, you're going to feel 1,000 times lighter. Emotionally speaking, you will be much more peaceful. It is a step to moving on. The second option here is the legal option. Spirit is inviting you to investigate any legal ramifications that you can. See if there's an option that will give you peace with this. Does this need to happen? Sometimes it does. Sometimes you need legal recourse to get the peace that you deserve. So Spirit is saying this is an option with this injustice here. So seek that out as well, if you need to. But if it's just an emotional injustice, then do the first option. If you need both, then do both. But it is a wonderful step to moving past this injustice. The last card I see is one of a salamander. Now, a salamander is a very interesting creature. In the Middle Ages, they thought the salamander was fireproof. They thought it could walk through fire and not be harmed. So Spirit is inviting you to embody this salamander, to be this spiritual creature walking through this fire and not having it consume you anymore, not having it be the center of your life. Why? Why is that? There's one last image that Spirit is giving me, and it is of a keystone. Why a keystone? What is a keystone? A keystone is the centermost stone in a dome. When you build a dome, all of the rocks have to lean on the former rock until you get to the center. Then you put the keystone in and it makes it fit all together. And with this, the salamander is the keystone to its own environment. So if you are still consumed with all of this anger and frustration and the storm, everything else around you, everything that you care about will fall apart. And Spirit has other plans for you than to have all of this fall apart because of this injustice. So if you are the keystone to your environment, as in you are the center of your environment, you are the center of perhaps your spiritual family or your friend group or your actual family, then don't let this injustice cloud their environment. Don't let this frustration spill over into their environment, because everyone around you needs you, and Spirit needs you to be there for them. Spirit has other plans for you that other than this injustice. Even though this may be a step along the way, it's only a step. So be fireproof like that salamander. Be the keystone in that dome. Write down your emotions and everything that you are feeling about this injustice, and then let it go. Burn it, bury it, throw it off a cliff. Seek out any legal recourse that you might need, and then take the next step beyond this injustice. So Spirit is coming down and giving you this justice that you want, and then having you move forward. I hope this resonates with you. I hope this brings you clarity. Thank you so much for being here today. Thank you for your energy. Know that you're loved, know that you're blessed, and I'll see you next time.